Hello, I made it to the cabin. Not the one you're used to seeing. I did not make it to the Ponderosa. Too much of this stuff. I'll put a couple pictures. I'm not used to having the camera sideways. I'll put a couple pictures right here. There, you saw what happened. I was going pretty good on the road. Saw a little bit of snow until I got to the bottom there. And then I was flooring it. And came up on a curve that had a little bit of an incline, and I should have taken the curve a little higher up. And I didn't. And you saw in the picture what happened. Underneath that snow was a bunch of ice. And it sucked me over, and every time I put the truck into reverse and gave it a little bit of gas, it wanted me to go off the edge even farther. So I had to walk back a ways through the snow and ice. Luckily not all the way to where I was going. Young couple on a four-wheeler came by. Helped me out a ton, by the way, while I was there. So thank you to Miranda and Brady. And took me up to a friend's house. And they let me sleep on the floor there in a sleeping bag. And I also got to experience some homegrown shrimp in Montana. You didn't know there was ocean there, did you? It's pretty good. Montana ocean shrimp. It was pretty good. Tasty. Next morning we went down there with a winch, hooked it onto my truck, wrapped it around a tree, little by little with a little bit of patience, got it up out of the dangerous area, had to finagle it back and forth to get turned around like Austin Powers on that little vehicle. And put a small dent in my front bumper, but we got turned around, hopped in his side-by-side, and booked it all the way to my, well, not quite to my property, almost. And we had to walk, I don't know, a quarter of a mile, knee-deep snow, and got my hitch. Brady carried that back for me, but could not get my trailer. Here's pictures of what the cabin and the property looked like. So yes, it was beautiful, but I couldn't get to it. So I'm going to run a couple errands right here, show you what I'm doing. And then instead of making you wait a few months to show you what HOSS is, I'm going to show you right here. We're back home, me, and I need to pick up a couple things at the store. And maybe some stuff at the greenhouse. Probably not though, huh? Wrong time of year for that. Yeah, we get snow in Iowa. We get a lot of snow. I just wanted to show you that I do build crazy things even in my backyard in Iowa. Now I'm going to come show you what HOSS is. Hold on, I'm building the suspense. Alright, you guys remember the big boss. We brought him back to Iowa. Turns out some sprockets were worn down to about nothing. And the rear brakes needed some work, so I got that all done. What else? A couple other things. So it should be good to go. So we got that to help us do a lot of work. So there's the big boss. And I talked about HOSS. I needed a trailer. I needed my hitch for HOSS. There it is. I pulled the trigger. I've been looking for quite a while. So many of them are so dang expensive. It's like, you know, buying a small house. Okay, so this brand ASV is a smaller brand made out of Minnesota. Not going to talk a whole lot about it. I'm not going to get too techie with you. But they come with snow tracks. They weigh about half as much as a regular skid loader, track loader. So I should be able to pull it around a lot easier than a big old 9,000 pound regular skid loader. And not only did I get that with this deal, I got forks. Let's see what else is in here. There's a thing that will level out the ground, or you can put the teeth down and it'll dig up a garden, dig up your driveway, level it all out, dig up rocks. Here's an extension piece that you can put on to move trailers around. No longer will I have to try to fight and put the big truck in places to move my trailers around. So there's that, the rock thing, forks, there's a bucket. Can you say next time Jeff will get to the Ponderosa? There is a snowblower. Old man like me can't go out there and scoop snow. And I'm not going there to die and, you know, I'm going there to get around and still do stuff. And a grappler. So when we cut a tree down or want to get one out of the way when I'm making trails, grab that sucker, get it out of there. So there, I got all of that. And like we said, I'm calling this HOSS. The wife's not into that yet. She says she's going to get confused because we got the boss and we got the HOSS. I said she'll get used to it. So there you go. That was the big surprise. I didn't want you to have to wait months. And all these attachments. The people up in Montana think I'm going to be everybody's best friend with this snowblower. That's all right. I like to have people kind of owe me a favor. I owe some favors right now. So, there it is. Somehow we will get the big boss and all of this to the Ponderosa someday. Whether we go out there next time with just the truck and bring the trailer back, whether I rent a trailer, go out there, I don't know. My funds just took a major hit. I'd have to sell a lot of eBay to get caught back up, and I'm kind of weaning myself off the eBay so I can focus more on this. So there it is. There's HOSS. You'll see it around the Ponderosa a lot, helping us do things. It'll be so much easier to get things around, lift things up high. It's going to be nice. We'll see you there.